Hey, it's AJ Adams. So, a friend posted a question on Facebook asking for advice on how to raise teens. And they commented that raising teens is hard. And yes, it is very hard. So, I wanted to offer my advice as someone who has a daughter who is soon to be in her teen years and who has worked with teens for over 10 years. This is what I've learned over the 10 years of working with teens as a mentor, leader, training student leaders, and what I found to be the most important advice that I hold on to in helping teens, get through those difficult years. So, raising teens, my advice is to make sure that as a parent you are answering the big four. Now, the big four is what I call it. These are the four most important questions that every teen is asking, and that they need you to, as a parent, to answer. And if you can answer these questions on a daily basis, yes, answer all four questions on a daily basis, you will set up your teen for success later in life, and you will also deepen your relationship with them. Car's going by, and we're good. This is what happens when you record impromptu videos. So another car's going by. Bear with me. So the big four questions. Question number one is, where do I belong? This is a real simple question. During the teen years, your teen is going to struggle, even if they're really confident, because they're no longer young enough to be treated like a child, but they haven't earned the right to be treated like an adult in the way that they communicate with you and the responsibilities and freedoms that they have. So it's a difficult place to know where you belong. Who do you fit in with? It can be a really awkward place, especially when they don't have the social network, not Facebook, but the network of friends and people who really support them and pour into them. That's why being involved in a sports team, in a church youth group, those types of things are great because they can have access to people who are going through the same things, but can offer positive advice. Young adults who are mentors, even coaches who are mentors, whatever the case is. But for you as a parent, it's extremely important that you make sure your teen knows that they belong. They're part of the family, that even though they're struggling, you're there for them, that they have a place. And if you have to spend time, making them more involved, giving them ways that they can contribute to the family, and whatever it is to make sure that they feel like they belong. Question number two. Question number two is, does anybody love me? This is a question that can be tied to so many things. As a teen, I battled with depression. I battled with my relationship with my parents, my father in particular. I struggled with feeling valued. And it all came down to, at times, not feeling like, or wondering, questioning if anybody loved me, even though I had great people around me. So even if you are loving toward your teen, you tell them, it's really important to make sure that you are very intentionally and very purposefully answering the question that they are loved, that they have people in their life who express that, whether it's through affection. Some teens receive love through gifts. I recommend reading the book, I believe it's Larry Chapman, 5 Love Languages, so you can figure out how your teen expresses and receives love. So gifts, words of affirmation, quality time, affection, and there's also one more that I can't remember at the time, but it's a great book, and it's give you some great tips on how to answer that question for your teen daily. Third question is actually a dual question, 2-in-1. Am I beautiful? Which is for the young ladies, and am I a man, or am I a real man? That's for the guys. Parents, answer this question. Let's start with the ladies. Ladies are growing up in a culture that is perverse, it's disgusting, and it's degrading. They need you as a parent, mom, to reinforce that they are beautiful, what beautiful means, true beauty, in modesty, in, you can be attractive, but you can still be classy. I really put a lot of time into making sure my daughter knows the difference between classy and putting it all out there. And then dads, spend time with your daughter, date your daughter. I'm gonna call you out. I take my daughters on dates. You better take your daughter on dates and spend that time with her, because if you don't spend time telling her she's beautiful, some other little pervert will do it. That's real talk. And then for the guys, am I a real man? Moms, let your son help you out. Let him open doors for you. Give him that opportunity. Asking for help, lifting stuff, doing things that are considered manly. Dad, spend time with him, build him up, tell him he's a champion, tell him he's a warrior. Not every kid is gonna be rough and tough. I wasn't that kid. I was in a didn't wrestle around with my friends. But Help him understand what real manliness is. It's not being macho. It's not how far you can spit or how stinky you can fart. It's about the character of who you are and how strong you can carry yourself and still be, tough but tender. And I can go deeper into that later. Post a comment if you want me to go deeper into that. Fourth question is, and this is a big one, what is my purpose? Every teen, when they get through these other 3 questions, they're going to have a point in their life, or often moments, I still have moments, where I'm thinking, what is my purpose? Because as you go through things, as you fail, especially in light of, my arm's getting tired, especially in light of failures, it's real easy to doubt the track you're on. When they're in school and they fail a test, when they don't make the team, when that guy or girl dumps them, they'll ask questions like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What's the point of me being alive? It is your job as a parent to do your best, whether you don't have to be read all the books on parenting, you don't have to be an expert, but build your teen up. Tell them they can do anything. Tell them they can pursue their dreams. Build them up, give them opportunity, and be their biggest cheerleader. There's this stupid song going around right now, I think I found myself a cheerleader. I hate it. It's the stupidest song. But I have to, give credit and point out that the message in it is good. Guy singing about the fact that he found himself a girl who is his biggest cheerleader. Mom, dad, be that for your teen. So there you go. The big 4. Where do I belong? Does anybody love me? Am I beautiful? Am I a man? And what is my purpose? If you can answer those questions on a daily basis, you will deepen your relationship with your teenager, and you will find that you set them up for success. And who knows, you might open up some other doors to really have some good discussions and build a really strong relationship. I'm AJ Adams. Got questions? Shoot me a message, find me on Facebook, send me an email to aj@ajadamsonline.com. Go love your teen. I'm here if you need any more advice. Peace.